Empires were not built by swords alone. They were built by food. Think about it. An army that cannot eat does not fight, and a city that cannot eat does not survive. For centuries, the real seat of power wasn't a throne room or a battlefield. It was a storage room, a granary. The men who controlled the food supply held the keys to entire kingdoms. In the ancient world, food was everything. Let's look at ancient Egypt. Massive state granaries filled with grain were the backbone of the empire. But the pharaohs didn't manage these directly. This immense power was held by a class of officials, priests, and scribes. During a famine, these were the men who decided who received food and who starved. That single decision could secure loyalty or spark a rebellion. It was a matter of life or death, wielded not with a sword, but with a scoop of grain. Over in Mesopotamia, the system was similar. Temples controlled the distribution of grain. We have ancient clay tablets that detail the exact rations assigned to people based on their rank and status. If you fell out of favor with the powerful, you didn't need to be executed. They just reduced your food ration. Hunger was a far more effective tool for control. And then there's Rome. The city's survival depended on massive grain shipments from places like Egypt to feed its population of over 1 million people. The person who controlled those grain shipments effectively controlled public order. When the grain supply was cut off, riots erupted in the streets. Emperors rose and fell not on the outcomes of distant wars, but on whether there was bread in the market. Food wasn't just a symbol of power. It was a practical weapon. The men who controlled the food supply rarely needed an army. They controlled survival itself. So, while history tends to remember the great generals and the epic wars, we often forget the silent foundation upon which empires were built. Empires lived or died on bread. It turns out the strongest weapon in the ancient world wasn't forged from steel. It was found in storage. Thanks for watching.